We are starting off the broadcast tonight with some news coming in from Moscow. The Russian air defenses have thwarted one of the largest Ukrainian drone attacks over Moscow. In the details that have emerged, at least 11 Ukrainian drones were shot down just over Moscow. Here's what else we know. Overall, 45 drones attacked different regions of Russia overnight. 23 were destroyed over Bryansk, 6 over Belgorod, 3 over the Kaluga region, 2 over Kursk. In the western part of Rostov region, a missile was also shot down. No victims, no destruction reported in the attack. What's the reaction so far? Russia has blamed Ukraine, but Kiev is yet to comment on this major drone attack. Ukraine, in fact, did say that its forces hit an S-300 anti-aircraft missile complex in Novoshokhtinsk, which is in Rostov, but that it could not yet confirm if it was destroyed. This month itself, Ukraine has increasingly taken the fight to Russia, first with a surprise incursion in Kursk, an assault that has now entered its third week. It's also important to note here that the attack took place on a day when the Russian President Vladimir Putin held a meeting with the visiting Chinese Premier in Moscow. Meanwhile, Russian users of Telegram and WhatsApp experienced trouble accessing the messaging applications as a result of the disruption of the State Communications Monitoring Service, which is said to have been caused by, quote-unquote, Distributed Denial of Service Attack, DDoS. The service said that the attack had been repelled and that the messaging networks were working normally again. Russian media said other sites, including Wikipedia, Skype, and the social media platform Discord, had also been affected. The drone attack on Moscow was on par with a May 2023 attack, when at least 8 drones were destroyed over the capital. It was a strike that Putin had described as a Ukrainian bid to scare and provoke Russia. And for more on all of this, joining us on the broadcast this minute for further perspectives is Peter Zalmayev, Director, Eurasia Democracy Initiative. Thanks very much for being here on the broadcast. I have to ask you first for your initial reaction to what we are seeing playing out. As a result of this drone attack, we've seen, of course, Russia blaming Ukraine. On the other hand, we've seen the reaction from Ukraine talking about that attack on the missile system.
Yes, indeed. This is the second such occurrence in Moscow, second such attack on the capital. I haven't seen one for a while, and I would say that it does not necessarily have a military purpose. It may be obvious to our viewers, but once again, I would like to emphasize that it's a simple question of justice. If the Russian Federation constantly bombards our cities, and lately we've been facing up to 10 air sirens, air raids per day. I mean, I wake up in the middle of the night 2-3 times because of air raids. Well, it's only fair that Ukraine does the same and terrorize a little bit the civilians and residents of Moscow. No deaths have been reported, but the thing is, the Russian population needs to start feeling that this is a war where two can dance. It's not just one way. The war does not necessarily have to be confined to Ukraine. The war has already come to Russia. And I think Kursk in the south is the greatest demonstration of Ukraine's ability to spread this war farther than its own borders.
Ukraine strategy at this point. Also the fact that it has decided to not just take the fight literally into Russia, but also now with this drone attack that's been reportedly, that has reportedly targeted different parts of Russia.
Yes, and once again, we're just seeing just today. I just learned, like literally an hour ago, that Ukrainian drones, and this is much more significant than any strikes on the capital, which are once again of a symbolic nature. Two Russian MiGs, Russian MiG-31, Russian fighter jet, and two Il-76 were hit and destroyed by Ukrainian drones at one of the military airports deep inside Russia. This once again shows that even a power much smaller militarily, economically, and population-wise than Russia can successfully wage an asymmetrical warfare. It takes a drone that is worth maybe $20,000 to destroy a fighter jets worth millions of dollars.
Right, we are leaving it there for the moment. Of course, we will keep a close eye on the latest coming in terms of details, also reactions on what's unfolding at this point. Thanks very much for now. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.